Well, hello and good morning. My name is Denise and I am just going to be getting ready for the day. I have some things I'm going to do and I got a couple of new things. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. All right, let's get into this. I got a couple new things. I got, so I want to talk to you about sunscreen. So we all know we're supposed to wear it, even in cloudy days, even inside the house, they say, because if you're around windows, it intensifies the radiation, and so it intensifies the level, and so I have to admit I don't do that, but I'm a little more lax than that. But I do try to remember to wear it almost every day. Sometimes I'll be honest, I forget, and sometimes I just don't want to. But the reason that I don't want to, sorry, that's my dog, is because a lot of them sting my eyes. And then I don't know, have you guys noticed that some of them like heat you up? Like if it's warm outside and you put it on your skin and you go outside, it gets all melty and slippery, but before it does that, you start to perspire underneath that lotion, and it makes me so hot. And on top of, I'm 60, I'll be 63. On top of hot flashes, adding that is just too much, especially in the summer when I'm trying to get things done, and that's usually what I'm trying to do. I do have fun and do fun things in the summer, but a lot of what I do is in the yard or physical or kayaking or, physical things. So, I perspire. And so, this one though is, Haru, and so it's a Korean brand, and, Wonder. And this is SPF 50, plus PA, plus, black rice, moisture, airy fit daily sunscreen. And so I want to check this one out. I hear all great things about rice water for all kinds of things. And so it's it's scentless. There's no tint to it. So I'm only going to apply a little bit because I forgot I had this in here and I already applied. It's not supposed to sting the eyes. And I already applied my other SPF that I had in the bathroom. I just got out of the shower. I am going to, would you believe it? I am going to bite the bullet today and actually have someone else cut my hair. I don't know if any of you are like artistic out there. I'm artistic, and it's one of those situations where I don't know if it's the same for everybody. Oh, sorry, honey. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but you have to be in the mood. At least I do. Okay, this is chapstick. And if you're new to my channel, I say I have some new followers. You put this in your bigger wrinkles. And then when you put your foundation on, or whatever you're going to be putting on, it actually cannot fall into that crevice, into that line, because there is wax in the way. So it stays kind of on the surface, therefore making you look a little bit smoother. So I use it now. What I do different than everybody else is I use it everywhere. The people that I've ever seen, they only use it on their eyes, but I use it everywhere that I have bigger wrinkles. And when I'm all said and done with this, I can be outside and nobody's going to look at me and say, oh, what's on her face? She's got like streaks of, no, that's not happening. Also, I've got this, this is a probiotic, and it's by Tula. And it's a nice cooling kind of a balm, and it feels good. And I don't know that I haven't seen anything that it's done particularly, but I like it. The other thing that I got new, so I got the Haru, and this is the box, and we'll get a little bit more into that. And what else did I get? Where is it? Oh, I got e.l.f. Setting powder. And this one is Blur Fine Lines and Pores HD powder. The other new thing that I got was the Age Rewind. And this is in 120. And I love this Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline Eraser. It's fantastic. It's got a little bit of caffeine in it, so it pulls those under eyes or wherever you put it a little tighter. I'm putting on, this is Buxom brand, and it's just lip balm. So I like to plump up my lips while I'm getting ready. So, oh, and I also got another Panorama Voluminous by L'Oreal. I was almost out. So, and this is 204. Number 204. So, let me go ahead and put this on, and I'm sure you guys have seen this. It's super light, which is why I love it, because why bother putting on a whole bunch of makeup if you're trying to stay out of those creases? That's why we put on the chapstick. So let me put this on top here. I have darker circles, and I have lines, and right in here in my eye. Little discoloration in the inner corner. And I'm just going to warm that up with my finger. So yeah, I'm going to get my hair cut. I usually like to do my own hair. All right, so that's all evened out. I have a little, my allergies have been absolutely, which is one of the reasons I haven't been on here in a while, is because I've just been going through it, let me tell you, with these allergies. It just won't give it up. And so I've been, my eyes have been all red and whatever, and there's no way I'm gonna put anything on them. You know, it's just not worth it. Let me get a little bit. So I've been rubbing my eyes, even though I've tried not to. I try not to take any medicine because I like to do everything kind of clean. And, but my eyes were it looked like I was crying. It just looked like I was crying, and it just wouldn't stop. I imagine if I would have doped myself up with a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't like it. So, oop. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going out tonight, and I want to make sure my makeup stays put, because I'm leaving early today, and I'm going to be out later tonight, so I need it to kind of hang on. So I am going to, I've got this e.l.f. This is Power Grip Setting Spray, and it's just going to spray this in this lid until I can see, you know, that there's a good little amount of fluid in there. Then what I want to do is, usually I do this on my hand, but I don't feel like it today. I'm going to use a little Glotion. This is L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and it's the darker version. And I am just going to squeeze just a tiny bit in there for a little glow. And today I will use, where's my favorite? Since I'm watering that down, I'm going to use my, this is Dewey, oh, this is e.l.f. and this is Flawless Satin. It was satin, not Dewey, it's satin. And so this is a little thicker, but because I have this water, that's okay. And now I'm just going to, it looks something like this. I'm just gonna mix that all up. Like I say, now this is watered down because of the setting spray. But in the summer, I generally don't like a very dark look anyway. And so I'm just gonna apply this. Okay. I'm gonna use our beauty blender. And that's gonna stay for me until tonight. I will set this also with a little bit of powder when I go to put on some of my bronzers that are powder, that will help set that as well. I don't like to use too many powders in the summer, generally because I'm outside. Okay, and that feels good. My skin feels hydrated and plump, so I enjoy that. And there we go. So let me go on. Actually, for my bronzer today, I am going to use this is a very inexpensive, this is, who is this, NYX? No, I think this is Wet n Wild, right? It is. Wet n Wild Maple Contour Makeup Stick. And oops. And I'm going to just also, I have jowls, so I'm going to take this time to, this is e.l.f. also, and this is contour, and it's fair light, but it's got the gray undertone that is going to help make this look more like a shadow, because I want to get rid of my jowl while I'm there. So I'm going to start with my lightest color first. Blend that up. And then use a smaller angle brush to use this contour. Blend that in. So yeah, I really, I just need, I want a long layer cut, and I want someone else to do it because I've been in such a mode of physical labor type stuff in the yard. I'm just not in the mode to be creative like that right now. So I'll have someone else do it. I get my hair cut maybe twice a year, and then from there I can pretty much follow what they're doing, you know, take care of that myself. Okay, I am going to go in the same direction. I don't usually slim out my nose. I just thought I might today. All right, and then I'm going to use Milani, and this is Nude Cheek Kiss, and it's just a soft pink. And for me, I have a longer area from here down than I do from here up, and so I like to bring this right here, like basically like a long L. I also like to pick it up on my forehead. And so, yeah, I'm always scared to get my hair cut because frankly, nobody does as well as I do. I just know my head. You know, I'm older now. I know what I'm doing on my own head. I've been doing it for years. I used to be a model and I did it back then. I learned about my makeup from my mother and a lot of other ladies, but mostly my mom. And so I'm just kind of used to doing my own things. So letting go of that control, and because it's turned out horribly lots of times. That's why it's not really that I'm a control freak. It's that, you know, they haven't done such a great job. So anyway, let me just run this side does not look as pink. All right. And reading those reviews, I downloaded Yelp just to make sure. And everybody that I know doesn't have the same hairstyle I'm looking for, so they wouldn't be able to help me with my particular look and that I'm going for. So I decided to just kind of go on my own. But anyway, let's see. So I am wearing adorable, like they look like jeans, but they're not. And they've got pink flowers on them. They look like they're faded. They're kind of like a nylon-ish material. And they're super cheap, but they're super cute. I did for half a second, I did a TikTok shop. I was the model on the TikTok shop. And this was part of my pay. Okay, so today, you know, I think I'm just gonna go use a brown. This is a Paris's palette, and I'm just using a brown. I've got hooded eyes, so I'm just gonna get rid of those really quick. So yeah, I don't know. The weather out here has been just so weird. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and it's just like my plants are in stasis. I mean, like the lettuce is done well and all that good stuff, but the lettuce, the strawberries, that kind of thing. But the corn is, you know, tall and it's got tassels. It's coming, but it just seems like it's taken a while. I don't know. Which one did I use? I used this one. So, and see, that just kind of took away that hood. And the weather's been really iffy. It's been off and on, sunny and cold. Like it'll be 72 and then 45. And the plants are just not happy. Okay, and then I'm going to use this darker, it's almost like a charcoal right there, because what I want, actually I'm going to use a different brush for that. I want to put a little baby, like, wing. I want to put a baby wing out there with this one. So let me get my magnifying mirror so I can really see what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go into, so this looks crazy right now, of course. Oh gosh, my eyes are tearing up again. Then I'm gonna go into this other kind of a lighter brown right here with a fluffy brush and a blending brush. And I'm gonna load that brush, and then I'm going to go over what we just did. Just right on top of it. Kind of a pink right here. And it's kind of a mauve pink. And I'm going to use that on the inner third. I want to take the, I want to make the corners of my eyes look lifted. So I am just going to take this and then I have to get an eyebrow pencil today. I am, oh, that's not an eyebrow pencil. I could use powder, but this is waterproof, and I have a couple of different options. I had a stamp, but I like the individual micro blade hairs. I don't like the stamp look. And so, and then when I buy the, I forgot what brand it was, but it was like a micro kind, and they're always dried out. Okay, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes really quick. And I like to put my mascara just for the first coat, just on the tips. I gotta get some eye drops in, but yeah, just on the tips so it doesn't weigh my eyelashes down. And then on the second coat, I'll put it all the way through. Because my eyelashes, as I'm getting older, as a lot of people who are getting older's eyelashes doing, so they want to just go straight. And so I'm trying to do everything I can to keep them lifted. I love tubing mascaras, but as I've gotten older, my lashes have gotten softer, and they will not hold the mascara like they used to, and they'll just fall right down in front of my eyes, and the whole thing's wasted, and I get so irritated. So I can't wear true tubing mascaras anymore. Only on the tips, I guess I could do that. But yeah, so that's why I do the tips first. I always use waterproof because that's just a better formula all the way around, no matter what. And I take my makeup off. It's hard to take off with soap and water. You need oil. I use coconut oil, and it doesn't get in my eyes. I don't get blurry eyes or anything like that. So that's my method of taking my eye mascara off. So let's see, while that is setting up, I am going to remove my lip balm, I should say. And while my eyelashes are drying, I'm going to put a little highlighter. I like to put it right here, just right there. Any higher up, and it looks sweaty, if you ask me. And right there. Okay, and that, oh, I'm sorry, that was, this is Bubbly, and it's called Champagne, and it's hard candy, and I think that's a Walmart brand. And so I'm going to use my NARS. So as you can see by my makeup selection, I mean, I've got Tilbury, I've got higher end things mixed with, they're not even really higher end, but I've got drugstore mixed with other things. So, all right, so I'm going to use this. It's called Laguna. I think I said that because I have more of a chin than I'd like. So, I like using powder under here because the line of demarcation is so hard to find with powder. And notice I was wiping it there because I didn't put any chapstick there. I put it here. So here, I don't want to move that chapstick around. Make sure the chapstick that you use has some pretty good emollients in it, because sometimes the wax can be drying, and that's kind of like the opposite of what we're trying to do. So, I mean, and I put it on right after I got out of the shower, put on oils all over my skin, and then put on my my serums, and then my SPFs, and then and then the chapstick. Oh, my ears. I don't want to forget my ears. I'm going to use Milani Luminoso for that. I swear I run out of this stuff so quick. I'm also going to bring a little Milani up here. I'm going to do my little eyelash hack. And that's, I'm sure people who've been here tired of hearing it, but it's just the one for the new people. It's just the one where you take translucent, let your eyelashes, after you've curled and mascara them once, let them dry completely, please. You'll pull the eyelash hairs out, and then get translucent powder, put this on your curling wand here, and recurl. Let go. And now is when I'm going to go ahead and do the entire length of my lashes instead of just the tips. I'm not going to put any on my lower lashes this time. But what I will do is underline them with darker color. I'll underline them with a brown. And I don't, another thing I do different is my eyes are short, and I want to keep them looking, and they're not big. So I want to keep them as open as I can and as large as I can. So I only do like the middle part of my eye. I don't close off the ends, either of them, on top or on the bottom, on lower. My mom would have said, you don't have eyelashes on your bottom. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so so this is what I do. My mom was a hoot. She was so funny. Anyhow, I hope everybody had good Father's Day, or for the good men out there that show up, show out. They're hard to find. Okay. We spent it with my youngest grandson, the one that was just born. He's 6 weeks old, sorry. And my youngest, and then my oldest was visiting his father-in-law in California. So that was nice. Okay, so I'm going to do the lips. I think I'm gonna wear the more red one. I absolutely adore these matte Maybelline matte inks. They're fantastic. I do this differently as well. I don't use much. They're so drying. That's about all I use. And then I also don't go to the corners of my mouth. Makes your lips, your corners of your mouth start to drag down, and gravity takes over and pull them down. It looks like you're sad. I don't want to look sad. So I don't go to either corner. So, oh darn it, I was going to do the, I was going to do the ombre lip, but it's too late now. I'll do it next. All right, so we'll do the ombre look next time I get my hair cut, because this is not how I have my hair generally, unless I'm busy. And then I'll keep it eau de naturel. But I generally, well, you guys know I generally curl it. So anyway, yeah, you can see the kind of purple in there, but that's okay. I was just trying to fill up my shaft with some color. All right, so I'm going to put on a very inexpensive, this is number 15, and it's CoverGirl, and it's just a kind of a shimmery coral, maybe? Because these are so drying and they have no shimmer. So just a little life in there. And that's it. I will be back after I get my hair cut and show you what great things she did. All right, bye. Okay, well, I went and got my hair cut. There's a reason I cut my own hair. I bleach my own hair. I color my own hair. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself sometimes. So all I asked for was a simple face framing layered cut. Well, when I got there, I should have known, because when I got there, the man that was there had a buzz cut. That's not a good sign. And so I thought, well, all right. So went in there, and he started to go ahead and they washed my hair. And when he went to, this is a telltale sign for me. When he went to comb through it, he started at the crown to comb through. That is the biggest no-no. You don't, especially wet hair, you never start brushing your hair up here. You start down here and you go up and up and up and up and up. And he didn't. So that was, there's two things, right? Then he kept grabbing like the same piece of hair, oh, I don't know, 5 times. And was like, his hands were shaking, literally shaking. And I thought, well, that could be too much coffee. And because he was gonna cut the hair, but he grabbed it like 5 times and never did anything to it. So he cut the back, which anybody can do that. And then he gets over to here, and he just stops. And he calls over to somebody, and this other lady came in, and I could tell she knew what she was doing, and luckily she took over. I mean, she had to tell him what I would consider, like redirection of hair and things like that. I mean, it was just, I couldn't believe it. So long story short, let's see, there was 5 people that touched my head today. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am not even kidding. 5 people to get this. You guys, come on. Look at that. I mean, actually, it's a good cut. Thank God that lady was there. I mean, really, what were they thinking? They should have said something, you know, he's just out of school or whatever the deal was. I think he mostly did men, because I heard her say, this is so much different when you have long hair. So anyway, I tried to keep my cool, and I did. I did have to ask him for the brush, and I sprayed my hair trying to get, because you should have seen it. He had it like this and it was straight out. This is too short. It was straight out like horse's eyelashes. I couldn't believe it. So I'm going to have to do my own hair. I also stopped off and I broke my beautiful ring I have, and I need to get that fixed. So yeah, I couldn't believe, like I said, I think he was probably in his late 30s. I said, well, I want a like an all over face layering type of thing. And I said, like the old fashioned feathering, and he just kind of gave me a black stare. But it's basically the Farrah Fawcett thing. I mean, that's what it is. It's just long layers. It's not. And like she would ask him, okay, do you understand that? And he'd be like, no. I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, get the hell away from me. And I was this close to saying something, but I didn't. I think it'll. I think it'll be all right. They are so lucky I'm me. Let me tell you, I've had people turn my hair green before, and I had a really perm, and they were so lucky they got me, because I did not pitch a fit, because I know it's just hair, and I know they didn't mean to do it, and I'm confident enough in myself to go around looking crazy for a bit, because I know who I really am. I don't care. But I was young, and it did kind of sting, because when you're younger, you're not as confident. And so I've had but see, that's a good cut there. So glad she did it, because when she went through everything he did, and when she did, he had missed quite a few spots. It's like, well, geez, I understood her better than you did, apparently, dude. I will probably want to, see, that's really short, but that's okay. I'll probably want to re-highlight my hair at some point. Now this will be a good haircut. It'll take a while for it to grow out. I don't have, I have fine hair, but it's, there's a lot of it. So people think I have thick hair. There's a lot of it, but it's actually not thick. What I do is, with the placement of my blonde streaks, I give myself a little lift where I need it, because I kind of strategically place the blonde, because I know it'll fluff up my hair in that area. So like I like a little fluffy here, I like some back here, that's how I do it. And so, yeah, so I broke a ring, and I went to go see how much. I was thinking it was going to be a lot, and darn it, I wish I would have looked earlier, because it really isn't. It's like a third of what I thought it was going to be. And but what I did is, I was so upset about the ring being broken, I didn't even want to look at it. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds childish, and I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but it was like, I was so upset with that. Well, because I couldn't find it for a while, and then the broken piece, and then found it, and then I was like, oh gosh, I'll never it's going to be a while before I get this fixed because it's going to be pretty expensive, I bet. And nope, it's not. So I'm so excited. They say it'll be ready right before 4th of July. So that's perfect. Okay, man, I wonder if I should just wet this hair. It's kind of twanging out. He didn't use any product other than a smoothing gel. So like nothing stiff. Oh, come on. That's funny. Well, it's going to take a minute. Like I'll need to really actually re-wet my hair. Yeah, and so where I live, it's kind of cool. I live by the river, a big giant river, and across the way is another state. And they have a giant 4th of July that they put on. And then the town that I live in was incorporated later on in July. And so so then they have fireworks for that too, which is such a blast. So this whole little town, they have a parade that we're usually in, and they have a carnival and all that good stuff. So what happened here? This is too hot. Ooh, shit. Oh man, my hair is short, you guys. All right, let me flip this around and see if that is my haircut that I got today. And it's a good base cut. I need to re-wet it and restyle it again, but it'll be fine. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you what they did. All right, we'll see you here next time. Bye.